Hey folks, welcome back. In this video we are going to install all the Citrix core components on single server, the Citrix server. So let's get it started. Let me log into the server. Now we are making mistake over here. Okay, we need to log in with the server on the server using what? Domain ID. We are logging on this particular server using local administrator ID. Okay, how you come to know that we are logged in on this particular server using what? The local administrator ID. Go to CMD and put what? Who am I? Citrix 01 is the computer name and administrator user is the local administrator user. What I mention is we need to log in into Citrix server using domain ID, the domain user, okay, to install the Citrix component. So go to Active Directory. We need to create a single user, okay. It's not big deal. User directory, user and computer. Go here and the users administrator, just click on copy and put Citrix admin, next, caps is on, make it off, password never expire, account is disabled, user must, no, not needed, and put the password. Okay, now I have made a new user, domain user, to log in into Citrix server. What I mentioned earlier, that we are logged into this particular server using local administrator. Now we need to be logged into this server using domain. Okay, let's give you one example to be clear. Okay, I'll make a new folder, ISO. I'll copy it. Okay, I'll copy this setup file, the Citrix server setup file. Let me copy it. It's done. All right, mount, now to select. Now we have two options: virtual apps deliver application, virtual apps and desktop deliver application and desktop. The lab which we are getting set up for virtual apps and desktop. If you set up this one, if you choose this particular option, you would only able to deliver application. You will not able to publish desktop and the VDI. Okay, so always choose this option. So you will have both option. You would able to deliver the application, you would able to deliver desktop, you would able to deliver VDI. Okay, so say start. What we are going to install here, all the components: delivery controller, director, license server, storefront, studio. Leave this two. Okay, we are not going to install these all three. Okay, 1 2 3 4. So we are going to install delivery controller, director, license server, storefront and Citrix studio. VDA is something I will talk about later on the video. We are not going to install this VDA on this particular server, not needed. Okay, delivery controller. Okay, this installation cannot begin because restart is pending from previous Windows installation on this machine. Click OK to restart the machine. After restart finishes, launch the installer again. That's okay. I'll reboot. Of course, if it is asking to restart, just do restart, otherwise the installation will not begin. Okay guys, I will not log into this particular machine using local admin. Okay, because you need to log in into the Citrix server using domain ID, else you will not able to proceed with the installation. That will gives you an error message. Okay, that is anyhow you will get that error message. So make sure you are logged in with where? The domain user. What domain user is? which is there in domain controller. Okay, so what we have created, new user over there is Citrix admin, and the password which you have set up. So how you come to know now you are logging with the domain controller, the Citrix admin? Maybe you able to create a Citrix admin as a local ID. Okay, now you can see here sign into career hub. That means you are now logging into this machine using domain ID. If I make like this dot backslash, now you can see sign into this machine uses Citrix 01. What that means is using local admin, and this user is not exist in local admin. Okay, local user. So I'll make it, we are logging into this particular machine using domain ID. Make sure you are clear. Now how you will come to know again that you're logged into this machine using a domain ID. Go to run cmd who am I, same command. You see career hub slash Citrix admin. That confirms that you are logged into this particular machine using domain ID. This PC, C drive, ISO file, mount it. I'll copy it better. Okay, and I'll make another folder and we'll paste it over here. It will not take little longer. Okay, just a few seconds. Just 2 GB file. Why I'm doing this? Because every time machine will reboot, it will ask you to browse the file. So better you can extract the file somewhere and just run the setup. That is good thing. So when whatever it was left while installation, it will pick up the file. Now ISO file is isolated. Okay, so the setup will not able to find where it was left. Okay, so better you can extract, copy paste somewhere like I did. Auto select, yes. What I mentioned earlier, we need to select this option, virtual option desktop, to deliver application and desktop. Click on start delivery controller. Accept the agreement. Now see, delivery controller, distribute application and desktop, manage user access and optimizes connection. Studio, what it does, create, configure, manage infrastructure, component, application and desktop. Okay, what director does, monitor performance and troubleshoot problems. What license server, manage, protect license. What is storefront, provides authentication and resource delivery service for Citrix Workspace app, enabling you to create centralized enterprise stores to deliver application, desktop and other resource to user on any device anywhere. The simplest answer is given by Citrix. Whenever it will ask you in interview, this is simplest answer I ever find to give to the interviewer. Okay, so make sure you just remember this one. Forget everything whatever you see in the Google or any other website. Okay, so make sure you just remember what it is mentioned over there. Just simple answer you need to tell to the interviewer if you go for the interview. Say next. Install, of course we need to install because we are not going to make another server for different SQL server. Make it default, this 2 option. Say next. Next. I clicked on it, it's doing something. Okay, now it is installing and it takes some time, so I'll pause the video here and I will resume it back once it is done. Mostly you will see Microsoft SQL Server 2014 once install, it will gives you a message to reboot your machine. So that should be fine. Just close it and just restart the machine, and the installation will start again where it was left. So you really don't have to worry. That is what I have mentioned earlier, that you can extract the file, copy somewhere, and just run the setup. Do not directly run from the ISO file. So now I just logged in again, and the setup will start again where it was left earlier. Let's see. I'm not doing anything. Come on. You see? Yeah. So now it will start again. It's resumed the installation again, and it will go ahead. So once the installation will be until here, component initialization, I will pause the video and I'll resume it again. Thank you. Hey, I'm back, and the component initialization is running, and it will be done in a couple of minutes. And once it is done, we will reboot the machine, and after that we will go to next video and we will install vCenter, VMware vCenter. Once VMware vCenter install, we will configure Citrix. All right, so let me wait another few minutes to get the final message come up on the screen, and we will reboot the machine. So just again, what we have installed on this particular server is delivery controller, studio, director, license server, storefront. These are core component. All right, it is absolutely needed. If you miss single component, Citrix not gonna work. All right, so delivery controller is the main component. All right, so just uncheck this one, say next. Launch studio. It did not ask me to reboot the machine. That's really new for me. Of course, it is new version which I'm installing. Now we have this console. It is called as Citrix Studio Console. Now we need to configure it. Okay, before we can go ahead and configure this, I just wanted to go through one by one. So in next video we are going to install vCenter. Once we install vCenter, we will configure Citrix Studio. Thank you very much for watching this. Let's meet you next video. Thank you.